Hello, welcome back to Risk of Rain. I feel like a more chill run today. I think a lot of the other ones we've done, we've taken very seriously in a genuine effort to do as best as we can. I think I'm feeling just a chill run coming right now. I guess maybe a part of that is just that I guess just a lot of things happened for me over this weekend, and I just it would just be cool to have a moment to step back and think about, or just talk about it, you know? Just very casually. What character do we want to use? I don't even know. Let's do a sniper run. Yeah, so, yeah, there's not going to be as much commentary about the game. Like, I'll acknowledge what's going on, but for the most part, it's going to be mindless, just doing my thing. And commentary is mostly just going to be about what's going on in my life right now. It just feels like one of those days, you know? Sometimes, like, you need a day just to chill out, relax, not take things too seriously, and just have a good time. Instead, maybe one of the ways people find to just enjoy themselves is just to talk openly, you know? Everyone's got to have some friends to talk about. In this case, I'm going with the internet. No matter how notorious the internet's reputation may be, there are some good people out there, you know. Plus, like, what's the harm, you know? If I say something embarrassing, like, who cares? Like, what, is someone gonna find this 20 years, or not 20? Is someone gonna find this like 2 years later and think, oh, what a dick that guy is? He's an asshole. Nah. You know, you don't start YouTube if you care about what people think about you. Because it's the internet. People are going to have their own opinion. Most of the time it's a stupid opinion, but people are going to have it anyway. If you want to be on YouTube, you got to just not care about that stuff. I laugh at getting Frost Relic because it's what caused our last run to end in a crash. Maybe I shouldn't have taken it. So yeah, basically, what's been going on in the life of Chirping Matt recently? I don't know, a pretty interesting weekend for me, you know. So what all happened this weekend for me? I think we started this weekend. Actually, like, I started the weekend a little sick on Friday. That was not fun, but that was actually mostly from. Oh, I guess for everyone's reference, I am recording this on Leap Day. This is probably going to go up the day after. So, Thursday was, what was it? It was the 25th? Yeah, just for everyone's frame of reference, you know? So what happened for us here? So, Thursday, I was a little sick. I had to miss my classes at colleges for that, but you know, that was fine. It's just like, it happens, you deal with it when it comes by, but it doesn't like ruin your whole time. It's just a thing everyone goes through at some point. Friday, I was still a little sick, getting better, but like still sick enough that you're just like, yeah, can't really go to classes, not gonna feel well. Saturday went better for me though. It's actually like kind of midway through Friday, started feeling like good enough to go outside and interact with people instead of just laying on my bed, resting up. So anyway, on Friday, one of the things I do on Friday is my college offers a physical education course in cricket, actually. Anyone doesn't know, cricket is that other bat and ball sport, not baseball, the one that the United States doesn't really play. It's like mostly the British colonies one. Yeah, but you know, I'd been thinking for a while I wanted to try cricket and just see what it was like, because I'd always heard about it and never really tried it. So when I saw that that class was being offered, I was like, yeah, sure, let's go for it. Let's see what that's all about. You know? Just like, you'll never know what you like if you don't just take the opportunity to try things that you haven't tried before. I think that's the kind of philosophy a lot of colleges try to instill in you, and I've taken it to heart pretty well, I think. It's like, because it's very true, like, you don't know if you're going to like something if you never try it. So I thought, you know, cricket looks interesting, and it's being offered. You know what, I'll try it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It takes a moment to kind of get used to how it works, but you know, I kind of helped myself along there by going on YouTube and watching some cricket matches. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So at some point on Friday, late Friday night, I started feeling some pain in my big left toe. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what happened. I didn't think it happened at cricket because the pain didn't show up until like much later in the night. So I thought, I don't think this is from cricket because I would have felt it a lot sooner if it was. Maybe I did feel the pain sooner. I just like didn't notice it when it was there. Maybe. You know, sometimes. So anyway, yeah, late Friday night, my foot was starting to hurt quite a bit. So, you know, I just kind of go to bed and think, I'll just hope it's better in the morning. And now, Saturday was a very fun experience. I think I don't know if a lot of you have heard of, there's a student-teacher program called Splash that some colleges do. I think especially like the high-level private colleges do it a lot. Like, I think it actually started at MIT. It's basically just like college students just are given the freedom to, for a day, teach whatever class they want to local high school students who sign up to come by. And I signed up to teach a class for that. I did a class in mental magic, like magic effects that have to do with psychology or memory and stuff like that. Like, think Darren Brown, sort of. If everyone's heard of Darren Brown. If you haven't heard of Darren Brown, I suggest looking him up. There's some really amazing performances he puts on. So I ended up talking a lot about like how some of those effects are kind of created, and I even like did some live demonstrations. There was actually a funny story about that because I tried to do one of those things where the magician is like, I did tried to do the trick where the magician is thinking of a specific card in a deck of cards, and he tries to use like subtle, like barely noticeable kind of like hints or suggestions through like body movements, whatever, to try to get the person to guess what your card you're thinking of. And like, you know, it's a trick that never works on everyone because like like all those effects with like suggestion or like psychologically trying to manipulate a person's thoughts, it never works on everyone. It depends on like how open to receiving the suggestion everyone turns out to be. So anyway, I tried to do that. I went in knowing that it may not go well because I didn't practice it as much as the other tricks I was going to do. But, you know, I just did it, and I just put a disclaimer at the front saying, like, hey, this may not work because I haven't practiced this one as much. Plus, even when it does go well, it doesn't work on everyone, so I'm just going to give it a shot. We'll see what happens. So I did my thing, did the little spiel where you just, like, explain how it's going, and while you're explaining what happens, you're trying to suggest what card you're thinking of. In this case, I was doing one with the 3 of diamonds. I think he's like actually just like pulled it straight from one of Darren Brown's show, where he did that specific one where he tries to get people to guess the 3 of diamonds. So after I do my spiel, and everyone, I like tell everyone in the class. There were 12 people showed up, which is pretty cool. I need to get moving on in the game. So anyway, I go around like just asking each person what card they were thinking of. First one says something like, I don't know what card they said, but it was not the 3 of diamonds. So I thought, yeah, okay, it's not perfect. I'm like totally expecting a number of people to not get the right card. Second person, right after that, gets it. Second person received the hints. It was the 3 of diamonds. That I like, and I got so excited by that. Like, holy shit! I actually got someone to guess the right card. That is amazing. How the hell did I do that? And then I thought, wow, this is going really well. Like I actually got someone to get the card. And like even when people are just randomly guessing, like there's 12 people in that class versus like 52 possible cards I can be thinking of. 53 if you include a joker, I guess. But just like even getting one person is pretty impressive. Although I'd have to do it a couple more times to see if it was just like dumb luck that one time, or if like I can actually like consistently get at least one person to do it correctly. I don't know. So anyway, the second person gets it right, and I get so excited thinking, holy shit, this is working. Go through everyone else and no one else does. It was just that funny little moment of like, I thought I was doing so well, and that just got shot down instantly. Like, nope. Yeah. So that happened, and like the rest of the class went pretty well. The other tricks I tried to do actually did work out the way they were supposed to, which is good and all, because it's what you want to happen. If every trick fails, then I just kind of like, what the hell am I doing? But there were some other things I did. Like like a lot of the things I just pulled from resources online that I had like watched over the years, and kind of just put them together for like people who are like just getting into Magic to kind of just work with that, and that was fine and dandy, and it was fun and all. People were very shy, so I think like whenever I asked for like people to come up with suggestions, people were very shy and like nobody wanted to do it. Yeah, I think like just that whole class was very shy, and I understand that, because it's kind of suddenly putting people on the spot. What are they gonna do? So yeah. Yeah, I did that class at Splash. That was fun and all. So Saturday was going well. That ended right around 4, so I'm gonna do another run because that was short, and yeah. So yeah, ended around. My foot was still hurting a little bit by that point, but it wasn't so much of a problem. I didn't notice it like during the class. It was mostly just like the walk back to my room where I noticed it a lot, but so that's going well. I get dinner, and then Saturday nights I usually have a board game club at my college that some of my friends actually run the club, and I show up like almost every time. It's a lot of fun. We just play a bunch of board games, including a lot of like, it's like mostly board games that not a lot of people have heard of, not like the sort of like Monopoly, Scrabble stuff that everyone knows about, everyone's heard of, and it's like nobody actually likes playing it because it's so old and everyone's already done it so many freaking times. We play a lot of like sort of like more niche board games. Like one we play a lot is Coup, if anyone's heard of that. So yeah, we play a lot of board games because it is the board games club, so you would expect that, wouldn't you? So I get a text from one of my friends who runs it saying that the other guy who runs it was going to be late, and he needed help getting the board games down to the room that we use it for. So I tell him, yeah, sure, I'll help you out there. Come down. Like as I walk down to his well, actually, it wasn't even until like I grabbed the stuff in his room and then was like walking towards the room that we do our thing in. My foot starts hurting like a motherfucker, even just from walking. Like, it starts feeling really bad as I'm walking down there. And, like, it gets to the point where, it's so painful, I had to change my stride just to deal with the immense pain I was feeling just from walking. It was crazy, like, it hurt like a motherfucker. So, like, and, like, it's so blatant that, like, they notice, like, clearly something's wrong here, and they ask how I'm doing. Just to explain, like, my foot's really hurting, and I don't know why. I'll have to figure out what's going on. And just it got to the point where even just like as we were just sitting at a table playing board games, it like was still hurting a lot. So, like, I took off my shoes and everything just to like try to make it as comfortable as I can, because like, you know, maybe the shoes were just like kind of squeezing it down a little bit and making the whole thing worse. So I took off my shoes, like did whatever I could to try to make it better. And then basically, like, the college kicks us out of the room around midnight, but we like to keep going past that, so we usually find some room in the dorms and just like keep going past midnight. On the way back, as we're like taking the board games back to our rooms to keep playing more, like, it's just like it's hurting so much that I say, like, you know, like, fuck, I need to go back to my room, just like take off my socks, like just really check my foot, make sure, like, see if I can figure out what's going on, because, like, you know, maybe it's swollen or something, and maybe that's why it's hurting so much. Like, I just need to like kind of check out my foot and like make sure I know what's going on here. So I go to my room, take off my socks, like nothing's swollen, so like as far as I can tell, it's just like a sprain. Yeah, just a sprain. These imps. Oof, okay. Yeah, so like basically, like, I just like figured out that like at some point Friday night, like whether it was cricket or some time later that night, the muscles near my big toe on my left foot got sprained. It's a minor sprain, like it didn't like require surgery or anything, and just have to kind of like give it a rest, ice it down, just like do home treatment basically. Yeah, like I'm actually like still doing that right now. Like actually, as I record this, my left leg is just like propped up on a footstool of sorts, and I'm just like have an ice pack over the top of my toes, just to kind of like ice down where the sprain is and just help it get better sooner. So yeah, that's what I've been dealing with this weekend. Just like a slight toe sprain, but there was also some fun things going on. The cricket, the splash, it was all good. Except for the sprain. That was not so good. Yeah, like it's feeling a lot better now. Like I still notice the kind of like the twitchy sort of pain, like still there, but it's like not so bad that it hurts to walk anymore like it was Saturday night. So it's feeling way better. Just gotta finish kind of like treating this and just feel better. I also do ballroom dance at college, and I guess just like I had to kind of skip out on ballroom dance tonight just because like it was still sprain, like the sprain's still there, and I need to just like kind of give my feet a rest, not try to aggravate anything. So I've just been dealing with that recently, and you know, like it's not like I'm like sitting here complaining about it. It's just like kind of you know that's what's been happening, and just kind of wanted to, I don't know, just kind of talk openly about it and just kind of just put it out there and like, but yeah, that's what's happening in my life right now. I'm not saying like my life is shit, or I'm not asking for sympathy, but you know, it's happening. I'm like, and you know, it's like it's just all stuff that happens eventually to a lot of people. Like, you deal with these minor injuries, whatever they may be. And I'm just like kind of nursing that toe sprain. Actually, I should look up like what specific muscle it is though, because I took anatomy in high school, so I used to like know all those muscle groups just offhand, but not anymore. It's been a while since then. I kind of forgotten a lot of that. I'm dealing with a lot of enemies here. This is not good. I think the shock effects are helping a lot, and also the Will-O-the-Wisp. I think also the flame orb in there. Ooh, I need to heal here. Alright, yeah, I guess I'm back to the game now, because, like, you know, that's what's happening. Like, it's not too bad, but, you know, just kind of felt like talking about it. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you know, that's only 20 minutes, man. I feel like doing another episode here would just kind of be, I don't know. I don't know how I feel, because, like, yeah, like I said from the very beginning, it's just kind of wanted this to be a pretty chill episode, and, like we died right as I finished talking, so, you know what? I'm going to be fine with leaving it there, even though this is going to be a pretty short one, because it is just meant to be a pretty chill episode, like, not taking things too seriously. So, you know what? I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you some other time.